Hello and welcome. You're watching dbmnTv. This is Abigail R. Carmelim bringing you the Salesian news across the globe. On April 15, the start day of the Salesian Youth Movement (SYM) was celebrated in the Jose Miguel Infante High School of the Mary Help of Christians Educational Network. The event brought together more than 100 young people who participated with enthusiasm and joy. They were accompanied by Father Carlo Lira, Provincial Superior of the Salesian Province of Chile, who experienced different moments with the young people and presided over the concluding Eucharist. The movement is the major fruit of the Salesian experience to get young people to commit themselves with Jesus, taking on the living spirituality that moves them in joy, in daily life, in friendship with Jesus, in Marian devotion, in serving the world, in feeling church, in learning to be a community, the provincial said. The chosen motto, "With Christ we are witnesses of the kingdom," was chosen at the SYM national meeting, explained Sister Karen Vivanco, National Coordinator for FME Youth Ministry. "We took the Rector Major Strena 2023 and turned it into a challenge for the youth of today, to become living capable of transforming the mass of society." Father Juan Miguel Carcamo, delegate for the Salesian Youth Ministry of the CIL province, finally added, "This can be a good yeast as long as it is truly united with Jesus, which is why we say that with Christ we are witnesses of the kingdom. When we are united with Him, we can bear much fruit and be a very good leaven for the multitude." On April 17, 1966, the Don Bosco Oratory of Cuenca (ODP) was first established through the initiative and impulse of two Salesians, Father Bolivar Jaramillo and Salesian Brother Angel Robusti. To celebrate these 57 years of life, various events were organized on Saturday, April 15 and Sunday, April 16, bringing together more than 2,500 people, including boys, girls, youth, parents, and animators. On Saturday, they held association activities with the different groups. Contests and games related to the history of the oratory and the life of Don Bosco took place, fostering interaction among all participants. On Sunday, a special Mass was celebrated, presided by Father Marcelo Farfan, Superior of the Salesian Province of Ecuador, and concelebrated by Father Juan Cardenas, Director of the Maria Auxiliadora community, in the auditorium of the Salesian Polytechnic University. At the end of the celebration, each catechism group presented a dance and song in an atmosphere of great joy. Finally, several games were organized in the courtyards to entertain children and youth in the oratory before closing the celebration with a fraternal sharing. On April 10, on the occasion of the celebration of Angel Monday, the Association of Salesian Cooperators of Kokopo organized a delivery of gifts to St. Mary's Vonapope Hospital in Eastern New Britain province. SSCC members distributed packages of goods to all patients as well as to nurses and staff of the hospital. Relieving their suffering with our small gifts meant a lot to them. But what we felt was that it wasn't really the gifts that mattered, but the appreciation of our presence. The various wards lit up with the light of their happy faces when we introduced ourselves and wished them Happy Easter, testified a Salesian cooperator participating in the initiative. The activity was accompanied by Father Moise Paluku, SDP, Salesian Secondary School Director and Pastor at the Mary Help of Christians Center in Kokopo. The initiative has now become a tradition during the Easter season, which the SSCCs have been carrying out since 2010. From 10 to 14 April 23, Salesians information from the southern zone of the Central Africa province participated in the second annual session of ongoing formation under the leadership of Father Udonne Bessa, current director of the St. John Bosco Post Novitiate in Kansibula. This session was rich in activities and lectures. After arriving in Mocambo on April 10, the training session began the next day with the first lecture focusing on the fundamentals of psychological support with speaker Father Albert Sabul, a priest from the Archdiocese of Lubumbashi. In the afternoon, the second lecture on the theme of inner life was by Father Piero Gavioli, SDB. In the evening, Father Jonas Yaff, Provincial Delegate for Salesian Youth Ministry, spoke about some important directions in youth ministry. April 12 was marked by a dialogue with Father Guillermo Basanas, AFC Provincial, followed by the third lecture on religious discipline given by Father Jermaine Kivungila. On April 13, several visits were organized locally and in the Sakania area, particularly between SDB and FMA, and moments of sharing experiences, prayer and fraternal communion were experienced. On Sunday, April 16, 2023, more than 6,000 people of all ages and more than 6,500, if you count the 330 volunteers and 230 performers and companions of the guest folk groups, participated in the traditional Solidarity Walk, Su Ezo per I Ponte di Venezia, up and down the bridges of Venice, moving through the lanes and across the squares of the lagoon city, with a thought turned to the Salesian mission of Quebrada Honda, Peru, the focus of the 2023 Solidarity Project of Su Ezo per I Ponte. Sponsored by the City of Venice and organized by the Salesian NGO TGS Euro Group, the event replicated the success of past editions, confirming it as one of the most popular ones. The Su Ezo Mass, which traditionally marks the beginning of the event, was celebrated at 8:30 a.m. in St. Mark's Basilica. Then the starts began to mark every 15 minutes between 9:30 and 11 a.m. at the same time in St. Mark's Square and at the Port of Venice, depending on the option made on the routes, the first of 11 kilometers with 42 bridges and the second more suitable for kindergartens and elementary schools of 5.4 kilometers with 19 bridges. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.